Yeah, he's
Uh, yeah.
so boys. How do we feel about the Elite Eight?
Best Luke is this
Really.
The best teams made it.
Best teams made it. Second time in history.
Yep.
one.
And I
Pretty-
think that's
pretty hard.
largely due to the transfer portal, but it is what it is. Best teams made it. It's gonna be great competition.
Yeah,
I think, I mean, my final four was all of them besides I did have Michigan State over Auburn,
same. Exact same.
but yeah,
Not too mad
that
about
was-
it. Good
yeah,
game.
not too mad about it. Auburn played great.
Played like they were 1 seed.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great Final Four. I'm really excited to see it.
Two SEC teams playing each other for the chance to go to the national championship, Patty. Who's winning? Auburn or Florida, Pat?
I think Florida wins, but it's really close. I'd see it going either way. I think
Yeah.
Florida wins by like. I think it's like a 5-point game.
Because you guys discussed.
No. Or we
Um,
kind of, but not fully.
I think we're getting a. I don't even want to bet against Duke, right? Because of Cooper Flag, they've been pretty much the first or second best team pretty much all year. If we're
Yeah.
thinking Florida Duke. Yeah, I saw that dude with the. Um. I'm thinking a Houston, Florida Natty. After all this, I do think I'm going to be wrong about it, but I just want to not be like 4 Florida Dukes, you know? So I'm going to take a Houston, Florida Natty. There's nothing against Duke. I just think like, they haven't actually faced, and I don't want to say this in a bad way because I think it's definitely a product of them playing good. I think that Alabama game was probably like the hardest test they've had in probably the last like 2-3 weeks, you know?
Well, their
Game
conference sucked this year.
You said their conference was, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's kind of why, but
Yeah, that's fair.
But
But
they did
they've
early.
looked great all year. I'm predicting like a 2 to 6 point game for both of these, like very close, like within 1 to 3 like buckets, for both games. Could go either way in both.
Mhm.
I do just think that Florida and Houston get it done. I think Houston's looked great all year. I think people have they've kind of like not flown under the radar, but kind of gone a little unnoticed as opposed to like Florida, Duke, and Auburn, because Florida, Duke, and Auburn have star players. Like, and I say star players, but you know what I mean. The three of the most notable players in college basketball this year, if not the 3 most. So I mean, I
yeah.
think Houston's a team that's got a lot to prove, and this is their weekend to prove it. This weekend, their game.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're both going to be great games.
It's Houston versus
I
Auburn.
like Florida and Duke though to win.
No, it's Houston versus Duke.
I
Houston.
said Houston versus Florida is my national championship.
Yeah, I have Florida Duke.
That's fair. No, I get it. Like, I just didn't want to be like straight Florida Dukes. I wanted to make shit a little interesting, and not even make shit interesting. I think Houston's gonna win. Like I do.
Okay.
I feel it in my heart.
Like I saw Houston. Like people are saying Houston has like one of the best defenses in the country.
They do.
They do. They're Are they like number 2 ranked on Kempo?
But they're trying to use this Tennessee game to like further their narrative. I don't think that game is fair. I think Tennessee played like dog shit. I don't think Houston held them to playing dog shit.
I think it's a bit of both, dude.
No.
Houston's been great all year though.
I saw a lot of open shots that fucking what's his name could have made.
Langley.
That on.
Oh,
A lot of open shots that he could have made. That wasn't Houston defense. He went 1 for 8, not because of Houston defense, because he played like dog shit. Like I don't think that was Houston. Like Houston has a very good defense. They're a very solid team, but can they match up to Duke? It's gonna be something. I can't see them winning over Duke. I can't. If they do, that would be something to witness. I'd be very impressed. For sure.
Mhm. Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Either Trebessa, yeah. Both of them games they just played against UConn too. They looked
Every
good.
single time that Florida's played against a team that's played very good, it's been Houston. Not Houston. It's been Texas Tech and UConn. Both teams have played great. Florida's not played up to their potential, and yet they've still won. I have a lot of hope in Florida just because of that.
Yeah.
Their second half is great. They're like Clayton.
First half is slow.
Clayton's like, oh shit, I'm playing basketball, and within like 5 minutes left to play in the game, it's been phenomenal. I just wish we could get off to a little bit of a hotter start, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we led the game with UConn, going into the second half, which was great. If we can do that, I think we have a streak going on right now.
What do you mean?
Of if we're leading in the second half, we've won the game like consecutively. I think we have a streak.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the number is, but
I think we're up there.
yeah.
So if we have a lead going into the second, I have faith in that team to pull it off, regardless of against who it is. So as long as we get to a half decent start and are in contention, I think we have a good shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Just once.
Just once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But we can talk about that next week, right? The
Yeah.
Natty. All right, bet. Works. I hope. Wait, who won the national championship last
I
year?
have a question for Lang. So let's say Cooper Flag's been putting up consistent numbers all damn fucking March, right? If Tyrese Proctor isn't shooting the way he is right now, do you think Duke's having the same success? Yeah, I think Proctor's balling out right now. Like he's insane.
College shots. It's hard to say. I don't know how to pronounce.
Who is that shit?
These are Tyrese Proctor's stats from the tournament. So in the first round against Louisville, he shot 43% from the field, 43% from three, 19 points. Against who is this? Fucking I don't know. 19 points, 50% from three in the second round. Against Baylor, 25 points, 87.5% from three.
I mean,
Against Arizona, 7 points, 25% from three. They
Yeah,
won by 7. It was their closest game
That was bad.
against Bama. 17 points, 40% from three.
Yeah.
Oh, he's played great.
But
Yeah,
he's
that's
not
why I
a-
just wanted to bring it up.
He's definitely not a game changer, but if he performs, it's almost like Duke's success is guaranteed.
Yeah, that's how it feels. I mean,
How
like,
many points they have against Arizona?
7.
He only had 7 points against Arizona, and they still fucking killed him.
No, they won by 7, dude. That was a close game. Caleb Love and Duke went out. Caleb Love and Cooper Flag went out.
Not
Yeah.
I didn't think Duke really.
They were up big for a while, but Arizona came back.
Yeah, like that wasn't like a super like.
True.
I don't
I mean,
know.
that's also like Caleb Love just started to take off at the end there.
Off like that's.
He's right. Can I add something though? True.
Shiv, do you have a question or something to say?
Well, I was going to say, like, to your point about Duke looking calm, I want to say, like, Florida has looked similar to them all tournament in the same sense. I've got to say, like, I think in Florida's, like, most chaotic moments this tournament, and I'm thinking mainly the UConn game, probably the most chaotic moment for Florida. Patty, what was more chaotic for you guys, the UConn game or the was it Maryland? No, you didn't play Maryland, did you?
No,
You played Texas Tech. What was more chaotic of a game for like Florida as a team? Like where did they play more like what's the word? Sloppy, like inconsistent, just didn't play up.
Sloppy against UConn.
Oh, what game we played worse in?
That's what I'm saying. Like the UConn game, I feel like you guys because you guys started that game off. I feel like
We were down
first
10.
half you guys
I thought we played a lot more sloppy against UConn.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess we played worse. I mean, I don't know. Neither was great.
Even through it all, right? We were saying it during that UConn game. We're like, yeah, but like the Florida players don't even look worried.
I don't know. I guess we played worse against UConn, but it was an easier game to win, if that makes sense.
No,
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
We weren't down 10. We never.
Yeah, but they're two-time champs.
I know, but at most we were
back to
down.
back 2-time champs. Like
They had something to win.
No,
Texas Tech.
They were also an 8.
I had more faith in the Texas Tech win than I did UConn.
No, I was way more comfortable against UConn than Tech.
Really?
I'm not even a Florida fan, and I was uncomfortable during the UConn game, dude.
I was
I'm rooting
uncomfortable.
for y'all. I was uncomfortable in that game.
I was
That's what I'm saying.
very uncomfortable during that UConn game.
And Patty during that game texted us. He literally goes like, "I'm not worried about it. They look calm as fuck out there." I'm like, "Yeah, man." Florida and Duke have looked like genuinely like have looked almost as poised as like NBA teams out there. Like just the way that they play, just the coaching scheme, shit like that. They've played well. Their captains and stars are playing great. Their role players are filling in where they need to. They're drawing fouls. They're making the right calls on the court. It just looks like a fucking collision course, bro, at this point.
I was going to say the same thing. I would argue Florida's not playing that.
That's fair.
I agree.
Auburn has too, to be fair.
Auburn looks like they belong
Auburn
to.
has too.
Auburn. Florida's been struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we won easily against Maryland, though.
Yeah. But UConn and Texas Tech,
Yeah.
those were rough.
Texas Tech.
But we didn't play good. Like if we play good against
probably would have blown them out.
Auburn or Duke, it's going to be a tough one for either of those teams to win.
I think it's also that if Florida don't start, tough for them.
It's been
Against
this-
Auburn, they will. Against Duke, they won't.
the first like 5-10 minutes of the second half is where we've struggled
Yeah,
against
that's fair.
Tech and UConn.
Well,
Well, Tech,
because also we lost Condon in the first what?
well, that was Maryland when we
Oh,
lost.
but we
Condon.
were still fine.
Yeah.
We were still fine. Trey's been chill.
Trey's just vibing.
Trey's been chilling this whole time.
They're both great teams, and you gotta just consider that, both of them are pretty deep, and Broom is, great player, but seems like Walter Clayton's pretty hot right now, so I don't know. It's gonna be a toss-up game. It really comes down to who comes out to play. That's for me, but as of right now, I think that Florida might want it just a tad bit more, so I might go with a Florida buzzer beater here. I'll go Florida by 1 point.
Jeez, what a fucking call. That could be a big pull, Trey. I'll look back after the game and just be like, yo, Trey called this buzzer.
I'll just play this.
And Duke Houston, is it safe to assume you're taking Duke? Or are you taking
I'm
Houston?
taking Duke. Well, I got to stick to my finals. Florida Duke.
That's fair, yeah.
I got Duke
probably
winning
should,
it.
but I want a Big 12 team to win it. Sorry, Patty. Nah, I don't give a fuck. I want to see the best game. If Houston beats Duke, then by that logic, then Houston is technically the better team, unless it's some bullshit. And I just want to see the two best. I want to see two good games and a good Natty. That's it.
Speaking of the best teams, seen a lot of stuff go around about how there's no Cinderella stories. There's nothing really entertaining. Is anybody pissed off about the 4 number ones being in the Final Four?
No.
I'm not pissed about it, really.
I tell you why though. People are mad about this. This is less likely than like an 8 seed making it to the Final Four. Like seeing all 4 1 seeds.
Well, it's also going to be
what 07, 08?
Yeah,
09?
I think it was
08,
09.
08,
08.
08?
08.
Well, it's also going to be a lot better than that one time where it was like FAU, San Diego State, Miami, and UConn.
Yeah,
that was
like,
dog shit.
Yeah, like no one wants to.
See that?
UConn ran to the Natty and won it. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Jesus. Come on, man. Come on.
UConn was 10 times better than anybody in that Final Four. It wasn't even close.
It wasn't even
Who
close.
did FAU play in the Final Four? Did they play UConn?
No, FAU played San Diego State.
And then they lost the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Mm. And then San Diego State got fucking killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got murdered.
FAU would have beaten them.
Lang, I can't hear you, dog. Can anybody else?
Talking. Oh, yeah. It was
Lang? Would have been insane. I know. I bet that shit was nuts.
Dude, let's go to Florida this weekend for the game.
Bro, I want to go to Gainesville for one of those.
I want to go to Gainesville. If they make the Natty, I might.
Bro,
Yeah.
I
Wait,
would.
let's Florida's got a good schedule next year, don't they?
Yeah.
Watch Florida, Georgia. I'm about.
Good.
I don't care about either team. I'm so down.
Yeah, we can make something happen.
Yeah, that works. No. Yeah, let's head over to Tush Push for sure.